Hi, Tracy Lou here. Hope you're all well. Shouldn't be too long a video. Hopefully, she says, fingers crossed. Now, recently, a friend came to visit, which was absolutely wonderful. And she brought me a card, and she showed me this card that she'd made years ago. And said to me, thought this might be ideal for you to do a little demo on. So I said, okay, I'll have a go. So I looked at a card and I thought, I can do this. And I remember these from years gone by. And it's such a simple card, but so effective. So here's the card. Now, the finished, okay, it doesn't fold flat, as you can see. But the finished design ends up being, it's not a huge card, obviously, ends up being 3x3. So that's 3 inches by 3 inches. Now mine is a bit thicker because I've used pads on it, and it's 3/4 of an inch in depth. Okay, so a little bit thicker, but if you're putting this in a gift box or in a gift bag, perfect. So I've wrapped it up in this pretty ribbon, and that's stuck beneath a piece of card there. So we've got an embellishment there. Now you're going to expect it to unfold like a concertina. It is to a certain extent, but what happens is this, and then you get those little edges there. But that's how it sits. You can open it right out and you'll see it's actually 4 squares, if you look from the back, stuck to 3 squares stuck together. And it's so simple to make. It's scary, but look how effective that is. So let's get into making it. And I've made, I mean, you can see. Now all I've taken is, I've made them slightly bigger than what her card was, because hers wasn't quite. And I've turned these into 6x6s. So let's get into making it and I'll show you exactly how it's done. So simple. So first and foremost, what you're going to need is 3 pieces of card. This is your base card. Now I'm using this beautiful, can you see, it's like an embossed, but it's not embossed. It's got like a linen feel to it. Oyster card with an embellishment on it, a pattern on it, should I say. And this is 6x6. So that's 6 inches by 6 inches, okay? And there's 3 of those, right? So you're gonna get your scoreboard. Scoring is super easy. Once you've made one, you'll remember how to make them. They're that easy, I promise. So grab your scoreboards out. Okay. So you're going to score straight down the middle, 3 inches. Okay. And mine's quite thick, so I'm going to score it a couple of times. Then you're going to turn just once and score again at 3 inches. Now you're going to do exactly the same to all 3 pieces. So now you've got 4 squares. Now the next thing you're going to need to do is, now I go to the 6-inch mark. As you can see, I've made 2 black marks here. And what I want to do is put the point and a point. Can you see that? So rather than square on, we're turning it into a diamond, as it were. So I've got the point there and the point there on my 6-inch line. Then what I'm going to do, hold the card firmly, because you don't want it to go skew with. And then you're going to score straight through the centre. Only once though. As in only one centre. You don't want to go all the way on both sides, just on one. Alright, so now, I don't know whether you can see this. Let me see. Yeah, you can. So you've got a quarter and a quarter, a hole, a quarter and a quarter, and a hole. You're going to do that on all 3 pieces of card. So again, score at 3, turn, score at 3, leave, and then bring it, and then get it so you've got edge, edge, or corner, corner, whichever way you want to call it. And then you're going to go straight down the middle, like so. Take your time, because like me, I've just moved. So let me just do that again. I'm going to take my time this time. There we go, that's better. And I just went skew on the edge, so I'm going to turn my scoring tool that way. And it just gives me that little bit better. There we go. Right, okay. I'm just going to come back down there a bit, and I'm done. So now, and yet that still doesn't look like it's gone through the middle properly. I've gone off the edge there, that's why. So, I'm just going to bend, yeah. So I'm going to manipulate mine myself to make sure that that folds where I want it to fold, not where it wants to fold, because otherwise that is not going to sit right. So I'm just going to force that fold where I want it to fold. That's better. You must burnish these folds. I've gone backwards on myself because I wanted to make sure that that was burnished, that was folded correctly. So that's all the scoring you need to do. So you've done that on all 3, so that can now be put away. Alright, so now let's just fold. So you're going to fold it in half, burnish, open, and fold in half again, and burnish. And then you're going to fold on that to make the triangle. Okay, and again you're going to do that to all 3. So there's my triangle. Open, side to side, burnish, and then side to side, and burnish. Same again on the 3rd piece. This one I'd already done earlier. Side, it doesn't matter which way you do it, side to side, corner to corner, or side, corner, side. It really doesn't matter how you do it, so long as you burnish and make it all nice and crisp. I've done that one, done that one, and there's the 3rd. Okay, right, now what we need to do is, if you look at this one, we need to glue them together. Now, as you can see, what we do is we glue the squares but not the triangles. Okay, so let's just put that back again. So here's my square. Now what I'm going to do is because I've got pattern, it doesn't really matter, but if you've got a certain pattern, or if you're using a pattern paper, that's a non-pattern paper, this is fine. If you're using a pattern paper, make sure your pattern paper goes the same way. I don't need to worry about that because mine's not a pattern paper I have to worry about. So I'm going to glue here. I'm going to make sure where I'm gluing, and then I'm going to glue, let's just say I'm going to glue here. Okay, so that is how I'm going to glue, like so. All right, so as you can see, those 2 I'm going to put the glue on. See, they're full squares. If you look, see, there's the diamonds, there's a diamond, and that's a full square. Same on this one. And this one, I'm going to lay that on top of the glued area. So a square and a square here, because these two of the diamonds will go onto the glued area. Now for this I'm actually using my art glitter adhesive. It's just my go-to glue. You can use tape if you want. It doesn't have to be glue, it's just my preferred adhesive. And like I say, this isn't my design. A friend brought me the card over. Right, now when you're adhering, do not go over the score lines, otherwise your card will not fold. So carefully bring it up to the score lines, but in saying that you also do not want a big gap. So if you do that, if you just bring it up like so, then like so, and then just give it a helping hand to take. There we go. So there's that one. See, and if you just check, you can see you've not hindered any of the workings. So now we'll do this side. Again, I'm going to glue. Place the glue down. Place the glue on the bottom rather than on where you're gluing from. Place where you're gluing to, where you're adhering to. Alright. I may have overglued a bit, but I'd rather have too much, well not too much, but you don't want to coat it out so there's that much on it that you can't get rid and it seeps all out. Right, not quite right there. Let's just push that up. Push that up. That in. And we're about done there. So now we can do that. Alright, so that's it. That's all glued together. Now we need to teach, to make muscle memory in the card, how to make it go together. So we'll turn this around. So now we want, I'm going to say this is going to be my front. Now it wants to go in that way, but I want to push it out. I want to push it in, should I say. So now, what I'm going to do is push that one into there and that one into there. No, I'm doing it the wrong way. Good go for me, Tracy. Let's go the other way. There we go. So I'm going to push those two in and that one in and then flatten that on top and then burnish. Okay. So now this one I want to do the other way. Take my time and push it across, and again burnish, and just pop your bone folder in there. And this one goes that way, like so. And again, let's just give that a burnish. To all intents and purposes, let's just bring that out a bit. You are done. That is it. That is your card literally made. There you go. You've now made your card. Now all you have to do is decorate it. I mean, you can have it standing up that way. You can have it standing up that way. It's literally, it's made. That's your card made. How easy is that? So now what I've done here, I've got some pieces ready. Now, when it comes to decorating, the card and paper I'm using is from Katie Sue Designs here in England. So, same with the oh, excuse me. Same with this decoupage, but I'm not using it as decoupage per se. like I always say, when I'm using die cut toppers, when you pull them out, make sure you get rid of the kiss cuts, which is the little tabs that hold them in place on the A4 sheets that they invariably come on. There's nothing worse than seeing the kiss cuts. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pop that just there. Would help if I put it up the right way though, wouldn't it? Yes. Okay, so that's going to go there. And I think that could go there. Or should we put it on there like so? That's quite nice there actually. Then I could put a gem there if need be. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I was going to raise that up, but I'm not. I'm going to let that lie flat. Because then I will get some gems out. So here, as you can see, I'm just going to lay that flat. Just like so. And then this one, these are foam pads. Just add to my stash. I might have one of these raised. I have this one raised, I think. So that just can go on there for now. Right, so we'll just get rid of these. And we'll have that going through there, about there. Right, so there's the front of the card done. Okay, like so. See how quick this can come together now. I'm just going to move the decoupage out of the way for a moment. So now we've got 3 pieces of squares and the rest of the diamonds. So here's my 3 squares, which I'm going to do those. But what you can do is, if you want, is mix them up. Or you can go the other way. 1, 2, 3. You know, do what you fancy. Do however you fancy. Actually, that's quite nice. I do like that one, preferably, because then I do one more. Because then what I do is this. So we've got this here. Now we will be bringing our trimmer back in a moment. Now these pieces of card, so we've got a nice edge to them, a nice border, are, I'll tell you what these are. These are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'll write that down for you. So these are 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Okay. So that's matte and layering for 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. All right. So that is then done there. So then you'll do all three like so. Right, now when it comes to the triangles, again, mat and layering, it's the same size triangle, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then what you'll do is, I mean, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I mean, this is, the choice is yours on how you decorate. But what I tend to do is, because I think it just makes it look so pretty, but that's my choice, not yours. You choose how you want to decorate. Is I go opposites attract, as it were. There we go. Like so. I just think that looks really, really pretty. And then what I will then do is, for instance, then let's have this on sticky pads. So that one can go there. That one can go there. But then I would also then put that one there, and then maybe just to give it a little bit, something like that there, and maybe just bring the daisy in. The daisy there. So because we've got the lilac there, the daisy there. So then already, so we've got that. We're starting to get the card done. Now, as for the ribbon, I use about 50 centimetres, give or take. Okay, I've just done about 57 there, but never mind. Again, really, really simple idea. Don't be killing yourselves. So there's the front. Flip it over. I've already got a piece of card on the back. I don't remember sticking that on the back actually, but I must have done. I've done it skew whip as well. I've got some red line tape here. That is about 1.5 inches, give or take. Straight in the middle. All right. I've done that wrong, haven't I? Yeah, I have. That should have been underneath this. We can work that one out. I know exactly how we can work that one out actually. Then find the centre of your ribbon. Do you know, it wouldn't be a fluff up if Tracy, it wouldn't be a video if Tracy didn't do a fluff up even. Then just place your ribbon over it like so. We don't even have to hide that because this ribbon doesn't need to be hidden. Actually, I thought this was encapsulated glitter ribbon, but obviously it isn't. And that is how you would then tie it together. Now, I can either leave it like this, or I'm wondering, I could actually get away with putting that one on there, like so. That would be really quite cute as a finishing touch. Now, going back to these though, I haven't forgotten. I nearly did, but I didn't. So to make your triangles for your inserts, what you're going to do is grab your trimmer, okay, don't forget these are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And all you're going to do, I tend to put points and points on your cutting line. Okay, hold it. Don't get your fingers anywhere near your blade, obviously. Hold it as firmly as you can, making sure it stays in the right position, and then cut. And then you have your 2 perfect triangles. Okay, that will fit. Now it doesn't matter which way you put it, because it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, it's going to be exactly the same. Alright, there you go. How many more did I need? So I needed 4 more. So there's the 4 that I needed. Whoops. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually go 4 there and then 2 there, which would look quite good actually, which would look a bit different. But I love seeing this beautiful cream card. And I might put a piece of just plain cream card here, so they could write, or maybe put a tiny verse in there for the recipient. So yeah, so that's how this card is made. Like I say, a nice, quick, easy card. Hopefully you'll have a go, and then when it comes to the end of it, tie it together, whichever way you want to do it. Let's try and tidy that bow up a little bit, like so. Let's make a nice neat bow. Now, turn you around. Make you a bit neater. Come back. Let's give you a nice, yeah, I've got a nice edge. You're a bit long. So like I say, it's 57's way too long for this. I reckon you'll get away with about a 50cm bow, in all honesty. There you go. So there is a quick and easy card. There's the other one. So like I say, you can either have them standing up like so, or standing up like so, where they get to see. It's just, I mean, they're so pretty. So there you go. And all I can say is thank you so much for watching. If you aren't a subscriber, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, because I'm hoping to do a lot more in the near future. It's time I came back with a vengeance for crafting again. I forgot how to love crafting, and it's coming back slowly but surely. I miss this. I miss playing, and I'm not going to miss it anymore. So, hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come back with me on my journey to finding our love of crafting. So for now, I'll say ta-ra. I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.